It is Sunday, February 13, 2022. I'm Lights Camera Jackson, and welcome to Lcj Live. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Happy day before Valentine's Day. And we've got some box office results here. I'll also give you my Super Bowl prediction. And we're getting some movie ad info coming in. Nope from Jordan Peele is going to be part of it. Also from Paramount, The Lost City, and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Those ads are coming. I think there'll be some other ones. I want to be surprised by some of the movie ads, so I don't want to know everything going in. But are you looking forward to the game, the movie ads, the star-studded commercials that everybody keeps giving away online? Are you looking forward to it being Valentine's Day tomorrow? You know, tomorrow in the theaters for Valentine's Day, going up against, somebody wants to know, Egyptian Shumba, how much money I got on the game today. I won't disclose that, but I'll give you my pick coming up. Tomorrow in the theaters for Valentine's Day, going up against Marry Me and Death on the Nile and Spider-Man, any movie anybody wants to see on Valentine's Day, are sneak previews of Dog, the new Channing Tatum movie that's coming out this Thursday. I'm going to be seeing it later this week. There are previews tomorrow nationwide for Dog for Valentine's Day, so we'll see how those do. As far as your weekend box office goes, your number one movie is Death on the Nile, and I'm glad, with $12.8 million. Now, $12.8 is not nearly as much as what Murder on the Orient Express opened to, about $30 million back in 2017. But Disney and 20th Century were estimating between 10 and 15 million bucks, and we're right down the middle with 12.8 this weekend. I saw it in IMAX on Wednesday, and I think it's better than Murder on the Orient Express, especially once we get into the murder mystery. Like I said on 99.5 The River, and you can get that rapid review at lights-camera-jackson.com. Once the murder mystery gets underway, the film gets cooking right to the end. And Kenneth Branagh gives a very strong performance as Poirot. He goes all in, and we're with him most of the way, as he's put to the test more than ever. It's an emotional arc for him, and we feel that pretty much. So Death on the Nile is number one with 12.8. In second is Jackass Forever with 8.1 million, dropping from 23.5 last weekend. Marry Me right behind with $8 million. Now, the interesting thing is, when these box office results come out every Sunday, some studios go earlier than others. Paramount likes to go early. They usually put theirs out about 10:45 a.m. Eastern. So that's what they did today with Jackass. And so Universal had time to say, okay, maybe we want to go higher than that so Marry Me can be number two. But they decided to intentionally place Marry Me in third with $8 million, thinking, all right, when the actual results are released tomorrow, we're probably not going to be number two, so let's not do number two today. That's a very interesting decision and the complete opposite of what another studio did that we'll get to coming up. Brian, happy Super Bowl Sunday to you as well. Thanks for being here on LCJ Live. So Marry Me, just $8 million. I watched the movie the other night, actually Tuesday night of last week, and it's not great. The first hour-ish is watchable, mostly because of Owen Wilson, but Marry Me goes off the rails with the second half, becoming a very cliched, dated, embarrassing family rom-com. I don't know what the writers and the directors and everybody involved was thinking with some of the decisions they make with these characters. I don't get it. I really don't. So Marry Me, just $8 million. It's also on Peacock. If it wasn't on Peacock, probably would have come in second for the weekend. May not still have gotten to that 12.8 of Death on the Nile. What will be interesting is how many couples go see Marry Me tomorrow for Valentine's Day. See how much money it does. Spider-Man was 7.2 million. It is at 759. Just $1 million shy of Avatar. It'll pass that for the all-time list. Blacklight, the new Liam Neeson movie, opened to $3.6 million with very little promotion. I saw almost nothing when it came to Blacklight, a film I watched about a week and a half ago and is a very generic, average Liam Neeson action thriller. But when you look at the results of what Blacklight has done compared to the other Liam Neeson action movies that have been released in theaters in this COVID period, from similar studio Briarcliff Open Road, The Honest Thief, October 2020, had a $3.7 million open, so this is just behind that. And The Marksman in January 2021 had a $3.1 million open. So this Blacklight, as of now, has beaten The Marksman. But is it going to match and get to the totals of those two movies? Because Honest Thief was in the top 10 for 8 weeks and totaled $14.2 million. The Marksman was in the top 10 for 11 weeks and totaled $15.6 million. So the question is, will this Liam Neeson action thriller get close to that? I think it's going to be tougher for that to happen, but a lot of people were estimating just $1.5 million or $2 million for Blacklight, and here we are with 3.6 on par for these Liam Neeson movies. So maybe it will come close to that over the next several weeks, depending on how many older moviegoers go to that, as opposed to Death on the Nile. So I think Briarcliff, Liam Neeson, Open Road got to be kind of happy today, kind of okay with the fact that they are even now 3 movies in to this COVID period, and another one on the way as of now, April 29, for a film called Memory. Liam Neeson, Guy Pearce from Open Road, Briarcliff. It's going to come out in the theaters as of then. Sing 2, $3 million. It's at 143.4. Not that far off from The Secret Life of Pets 2, which made $158 million in the summer of 2019, long before COVID. If Sing 2 can get to 150, Universal will be thrilled. And coming as close as it has to Secret Life of Pets 2 is an accomplishment. When the new Minions movie comes out in the summer, I'm sure Universal and Illumination are going to want it to pass 150 and maybe get close to 200. Now, here's what I was mentioning earlier about studios' decisions. So Scream Paramount box office came out early this morning. It's at 2.8 for the weekend. It's up to 73 total. 2.84. Lionsgate waited and waited and waited to put out the Moonfall second weekend, and they're going 2.85 million for Moonfall for this weekend. It'll probably be less than that. The movies will probably flip-flop. In any case, Moonfall is only at about $15 million after 10 days. Not a huge showing for that. Jackass, by the way, at 37, which is okay, but I think Paramount was expecting more. Licorice Pizza, almost $1 million more this weekend. It's at $14 million for the Best Picture Oscar nominee. And rounding out your top 10 this weekend, Disney is fighting with itself. It could be The King's Man. It could be the Beatles concert in IMAX, about $400,000 each. So one of those two is your 10th place film this weekend. Coming up this week, we've got Dog from MGM, which may bring in families, even though it's a PG-13 film, because it's called Dog, and families need something else to see besides Sing 2, and they don't have a lot of options until Sonic the Hedgehog 2 comes out on April 8. That is because Disney and Pixar decided to force Turning Red to go to Disney Plus only instead of also being in theaters, a decision I don't completely agree with, but that is why there is a hole for family films, and Dog could do very well next weekend and over the President's Day week that kids are off from school. That could help Sing 2, that could help Spider-Man, and that could help Dog do okay, but we will have to see. Also Uncharted, which will probably be your number one movie next weekend. Mark Wahlberg, Tom Holland, Sony, big action movie. It has to do more than $12.8 million. Death on the Nile could fall to about 7 or 8. And Dog could do about 7 or 8 out of the starting gate. Uncharted will highly likely be your number one movie next weekend. What will it do? Depends on how many Spider-Man fans want to see Tom Holland in another Sony action movie right away. Maybe it does 15, 20, 25, 30. Less than that? I don't know. It's a tough call at this point. We'll have to see what the estimates are and what the predictions are during the week. But the reviews will probably help determine that as well. Gamers will flock to see Uncharted. I got a comment there, but another comment says no one wants Tom Holland as Nathan Drake. So interesting. So maybe the gamers will go see Uncharted out of the gate, but maybe some people won't. Interesting. So we will see how Uncharted does. Those are the big movies this week. I've also seen a couple smaller films. One is The Last Bus with Timothy Spall. That is going to be released in select theaters and VOD, I believe. Another is a film called The Automata Documentary on the famous restaurants. That's very good, and that's going to be opening in Los Angeles and New York City over the next couple weeks, and hopefully at a theater near you very soon. And for at-home viewing this Friday is the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Netflix with Elsie Fisher from 8th grade, and I'm looking forward to seeing that at some point this week. Not one, not 2, but 3 new LCJ Q&A podcast episodes coming at you this week. Monday, The Cuphead Show. Wednesday, Big Nate. Friday, The Proud Family, Louder and Prouder. I've talked to the makers of all 3 new animated series. You'll get those this week along with Q&As at animationscoop.com. All right, time for my Super Bowl prediction. I am going with the LA Rams. And I'm going with the LA Rams because hopefully today, 4 weeks from now, will be the Critics' Choice Awards, and hopefully I'll be there in Los Angeles to experience it in person, get back out to the sunny, warm weather in LA, and I'm rooting for an LA Super Bowl to be great, and the LA Rams to win 28-23 against the Cincinnati Bengals. Could be the hottest Super Bowl on record. They're talking about 90-degree temperatures in LA today. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets up that high, and I'm going with the Rams over the Bengals, 28-23. That is my official Super Bowl prediction. Next Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern is the 2022 Lcj Movie Awards. Looking forward to sharing that with you. My picks for the best films and performances of 2021, the Lcj Movie Awards. Next Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Look for it across my social media platforms, as well as lights-camera-jackson.com. 2 Sundays from now, the Screen Actors Guild Awards. That's the 27th. Then the following Sunday, March 6th, is the Independent Spirit Awards. Saturday the 12th of March is the Annie Awards. Sunday the 13th, the BAFTAs and the Critics' Choice Awards. And then Sunday, March 27th, the Academy Awards. We have our nominees. I've done tons of coverage on the Oscar nominations that have come out. If you want my written piece on what I think of this year's Oscar nominees, you can go to the blog section. It's on the homepage too at lights-camera-jackson.com. Some films that exited the top 10 this weekend could be The Kingsman. Also, American Underdog. As of now, The 355 definitely exited the top 10. Redeeming Love, both of those from Universal. And The Wolf and the Lion, which was in there for a week with $675,000. So Death on the Nile, number 1, and Marry Me. The 2 new movies totaling about $21 million, which again, this theater comeback in February after we had Scream in January and then a break because Sony moved Morbius, a move that did not end up paying off, because I truly believe, as I have said multiple times, you take a movie starring Jared Leto that was supposed to come out on the Friday during Oscar nominee voting period. I truly believe he did not want it potentially damaging his possibilities of getting a nomination for House of Gucci. So no negative reviews or negative box office to hinder that. So they moved it to the Friday after the Academy Awards ceremony, April 1st. They did it intentionally, and it did not pay off because Jared Leto did not get that Oscar nomination for House of Gucci. So maybe Morbius should have come out on January 28th. You know, if they throw in a cameo at the end from somebody or something else, if that's the reason why they moved it to April 1st, fine. But I truly believe that it's not a coincidence of what happened, and maybe Morbius should have stayed at January 28th, because it would have been number 1 opening weekend, might have beaten Jackass for the second weekend, and who knows, maybe been number 1 again now against Death on the Nile. So Sony now hoping Uncharted does well here on this coming weekend, February the 18th, and then has to wait until April Fool's Day weekend, April 1st, for Morbius to finally come out. You know, Jared Leto won that Oscar for Dallas Buyers Club. He came close now 2 years in a row with The Little Things and with House of Gucci to being nominated again, but maybe he'll get some nominations from some different awards organizations for a different project he's involved in that I've had a chance to screen a little bit of. That's a little bit of a hint. I can't fully reveal those details yet, but maybe a little bit down the line I will be able to share that with you. So, Morbius April 1st now, but Sony is banking on Uncharted doing pretty well this coming weekend. Again, if you want my thoughts on the Oscar nominations, you can go to lights-camera-jackson.com. As always, Twitter at LCJ Reviews, Instagram at LightsCamJackson, YouTube.com/LightsCameraJackson. Some great clips for some of the animation interviews that I've been doing for animationscoop.com and the LCJ Q&A podcast, and have some cool entertainment-related projects in the works that I cannot wait to tell you all about very, very soon. Until next Sunday, when we take a look at the box office and we preview the Lcj Movie Awards and preview some of the other big movies coming up, I am Lights Camera Jackson. Thank you for watching today's edition of LCJ Live. I will see you next Sunday. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Enjoy the big game. Enjoy the movie ads. Hopefully the halftime show is good too, as well as the game. And have a nice Valentine's Day tomorrow as well. Maybe you're going to a movie. Maybe you're staying at home and watching a movie. If you are, I recommend I Want You Back on Amazon Prime Video. Or it's just called Prime Video now. I know they want to shorten it to just Prime Video. They put that in a few press releases to us lately. It's just Prime Video. not the Amazon in front of it. But I Want You Back is great. It is. It's a smart rom-com. It all comes down to the writing as always. And the writing's very sharp and smart and unconventional in places. So if you're wanting a date night at home, you need a new movie to watch, I Want You Back on Prime Video is my pick with a career best Jenny Slate. All right. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the Super Bowl and Valentine's Day. Thank you for watching LCJ Live. Bye-bye.